Hello everyone, welcome to the market opening bell on Thursday, September 18th, your 10-minute guide to the stock market. Driven by tech stocks, the Hang Seng Index opened 115 points higher, later peaking at 497 points up to a four-year high of 26,936. It closed up 469 points or 1.8% at 26,908. The Hang X-share Index rose 210 points or 2.2% to 9,596, and the Hang Seng Tech Index surged 256 points or 4.2% to 6,334. Total market turnover was 360.2 billion Hong Kong dollars. Southbound funds net bought 9.44 billion dollars in Hong Kong stocks, including net buys Alibaba 5.051 billion, Meituan 2.1 billion, Yangtze Optical Fiber and Cable 1.021 billion, SMIC 407 million, Hua Hong Semiconductor 236 million. Net sales include Xiaomi 639 million, Akaso 264 million, SenseTime 217 million, UBTech 118 million. Southbound funds have net bought Alibaba for 19 consecutive days, totaling 54.89 billion, Meituan for 3 days, totaling 3.488 billion, and net sold Xiaomi for 3 days, totaling 1.927 billion. Technically, the Hang Seng Index consolidated at 26,500, surpassed the 26,800 target, and now aims for 27,100, with support moving from 26,200 to 26,500. On Asian markets, the three major indexes opened slightly lower but rose, with the Chinex performing strongly. The Shanghai Composite closed up 14 points or 0.4% at 3,876. The Shenzhen Component rose 151 points or 1.2% to 13,215, and the Chinex gained 60 points or 2% to 3,147. Total turnover in Shanghai and Shenzhen was 2.38 trillion yuan. The central parity rate of renminbi to US dollar rose 14 points to 7.1013. The National Bureau of Statistics reported that the unemployment rate for 16 to 24-year-olds, excluding students, in urban areas was 18.9% in August, up 1.1 percentage points from 17.8% in July, marking two consecutive months of increase and a new high since youth unemployment data resumed in December 2023. Hong Kong Chief Executive John Lee delivered a new policy address. Key impacts on property and stock markets are: the 10-year private housing supply target was revised to 126,000 units, down 6,000. This adjustment is unlikely to significantly affect the supply-demand imbalance. The new capital investors entry scheme was enhanced, lowering the residential property transaction threshold from 50 million Hong Kong dollars to 30 million, with a $10 million cap on residential investments and a raised non-residential investment cap to $15 million to boost commercial property markets. However, as transactions above $30 million account for only 2.4% of the residential market, the measures are unlikely to drive up overall property prices or significantly impact small to medium-sized homes. Local property stocks: Sun Hung Kai rose 0.7%, New World rose 0.5%, Henderson Land fell 0.8%. The proportion of non-local students will be further relaxed, with numbers expected to rise to 22,000 in 2025-26 and 37,000 by 2029 to 30, including postgraduate students. The total could exceed 100,000. However, hostel Availability is only 44,000, projected to increase to 55,000, leaving a shortfall of over 45,000. The gap will drive demand in the private rental market, with rents potentially rising 10% to 15% in the next 24 months, particularly in areas like Zhongguanou, Western District, Hongham, Sha Tin, and Taipo. The government will optimize the campus village scheme and expand it to redevelopment projects to repurpose underutilized Grade B and C office spaces. Proposed measures to strengthen the stock market and listing regime include adding renminbi counters and REITs to Stock Connect, enhancing Hong Kong mainland market connectivity. Innovations like expanding digital asset products for professional investors will foster Hong Kong's digital asset ecosystems. Other focuses include promoting bond issuance, developing a commercial repo market, launching treasury futures, and upgrading financial infrastructure. The Cyberspace Administration of China held a cybersecurity entrepreneurs symposium urging leading firms to accelerate R&D on proprietary controllable security chips to break monopolies. Alibaba surged nearly 6%, hitting a high of 162.3 Hong Kong dollars, a new high since October 2021, closing at $161.6, up 5.3%, with its market cap exceeding 3 trillion Hong Kong dollars. Reports indicate Alibaba is developing a new AI chip to fill NVIDIA's gap in China, now in testing, aimed at broader AI inference tasks, manufactured locally and compatible with NVIDIA's architecture. Its PPU chip optimized for large model inference and CUDA compatible comes in basic and advanced versions, surpassing NVIDIA's A800 and matching H20 in key metrics. Baidu soared nearly 20% intraday to $135.4, a two-year high, closing up 16.7% at $131. It gained over 50% in the past 20 trading days. Management reviewed Q2 digital human business revenue of 500 million yuan, up 55% quarter-on-quarter. Notably, influencer Luo Yonghao announced two digital human live streams on Baidu Youxun next week. Youxuan. Notably, influencer Luo Yonghao announced two digital human live streams on Baidu Youxuan next week. His debut digital human stream attracted over 30 million viewers, with GMV exceeding 55 million yuan, outperforming real human streams in some categories. Baidu's Huibo Star digital human technology built on the Wenxing 4.5 turbo model has made breakthroughs, prompting global AI giants like Anthropic and OpenAI to follow suit. Analysts see digital humans on Baidu's new growth driver, fueling its stock rally. As expected, the Fed cut rates by 25 basis points to 4% to 4.25%, signaling two more 25 basis point cuts this year, more aggressive than market expectations due to a softening U.S. job market. Chair Powell called it a risk management cut to prevent economic slowdown, not the start of a prolonged easing cycle, with possibly only one cut in 2026. U.S. markets fluctuated. The Dow rose 260 points, or 0.6%, to 46,018. The S&P 500 dipped 6 points, or 0.1%, to 6,600. The Nasdaq fell 72 points, or 0.3%, to 22,261. The Russell 2000 rose 0.2%, benefiting small firms reliant on floating rate financing. The Nasdaq Golden Dragon China Index jumped 245 points or 2.9% to 8,845. Among U.S. tech stocks, Nvidia fell 2.6% amid reports of China banning its chips for local tech firms. CEO Jensen Huang expressed disappointment, noting Nvidia's significant contributions to China and advising analysts to exclude its China business from forecasts due to US-China discussions. Amazon and Oracle fell over 1%. Alphabet dipped 0.6%. Tesla rose 1%. Financial stocks benefited from lower rates. JP Morgan rose 0.8%. American Express 2.7%. Walmart 0.8%. The Fed raised its year-end growth forecast from 1.4% to 1.6%, and next year's from 1.6% to 1.8%. U.S. August housing starts fell 8.5% to an annualized 1.307 million units, down from a revised 1.429 million, well below the expected 1.37 million, marking the fourth lowest since May 2020. Building permits dropped 3.7% to 1.312 million, the lowest since May 2020, missing the 1.37 million forecast, reflecting a weak housing market due to unsold new homes and a slowing labor market despite lower mortgage rates. Our stock pick today is Kuaishou. Kuaishou leverages artificial intelligence AI large-scale model technology to empower its content and commercial ecosystem, creating value for users and business partners while achieving record highs in multiple key operational metrics and financial data. In the second quarter of this year, Kuaishou's application recorded average daily active users (DAU) of 409 million and average monthly active users (MAU) of 715 million, representing year-on-year increases of 3.4% and 3.3% respectively. Notably, the average DAU reached an all-time high. The average daily time spent per DAU was 126.8 minutes, with total user time increasing 7.5% year-on-year. Total revenue for the second quarter grew 13.1% to 35 billion yuan, with adjusted net profit reaching 5.6 billion yuan and an adjusted net profit margin of 16%, marking a record high for single quarter profitability. In terms of Keling AI, the group launched the Keling AI 2.1 series models in May this year, achieving comprehensive improvements in model quality with superior dynamic performance, more realistic physical simulations, and more accurate semantic responses. At the end of July, Keling AI introduced a new feature called the Dynamic Canvas, which integrates unlimited visualization space, intelligent creation assistance, and real-time multi-user collaboration, providing creators with a seamless and efficient one-stop creative experience. Keling AI aims to serve as a one-stop creative engine for creators, helping professional creators and enterprise users explore diverse application scenarios, including advertising and marketing, short-form video content, interactive gaming, and smart hardware. In the short drama industry, Keling AI collaborated with Kuaishou's Xingmeng short drama to produce the world's first AI-driven episodic story collection, New World Loading, which has garnered nearly 200 million views globally to date, setting a new benchmark for AI-generated video content. The deep exploration of Keling AI's application scenarios has also driven rapid commercialization, with Keling AI generating over 250 million yuan in revenue in the second quarter. The group's online marketing services revenue reached 19.8 billion yuan in the second quarter, up 12.8%, with a higher growth rate compared to the first quarter of 2025. In the content consumption sector, advertising spending in the short drama industry maintained high double-digit year-on-year growth. Through intelligent pricing for in-app purchases (IAP) and dynamic adjustments to in-app ads (IAA) marketing notes, the group enhanced user willingness to pay and increased viewing time for short dramas, thereby expanding revenue for marketing clients. In e-commerce, the second quarter saw 17.6% increase in gross merchandise value (GMV) to 358.9 billion yuan, with monthly active buyers reaching 134 million and repurchase frequency among active e-commerce users continuing to rise. Through its pan-shelf e-commerce services, the group helped merchants seize new opportunities in omni-channel operations, with pan-shelf e-commerce GMV growing over 50% and accounting for more than 32% of total e-commerce GMV in the second quarter. Live streaming business revenue grew 8% to 10 billion yuan, with the group further improving revenue efficiency in advantaged categories such as group broadcasts and multi-host live streams, refining operations, leveraging regional characteristics, emphasizing the integration of short videos and live streaming, and exploring innovative applications of AI-generated content (AIGC) in real-time inactive interactive scenarios like live streaming and voice chats. Recommended buy price $77, target price $85, stop loss $73. I do not hold the aforementioned stock.